Hey guys, it's Dima from DimusTech, and today we are taking all our shells and fusing them together. So usually I use many windows of PowerShell, CMD and things like that. For me it's just more comfortable. For example, sometimes I want to ping a few things at once, I want to see some details from one window, some other details on another. It happens to me a lot, especially at work. And as you can see, it clutters your desktop and it's not that comfortable to find which window is which. Microsoft thought the same and they created something that is called Windows Terminal. Now keep in mind that this is still sort of beta preview version, but it works well and let's go and install it. So we are opening Microsoft Store here and writing Windows Terminal. And as you can see, there are a few actually weird things going on here. There's a preview one and there's a regular one. So I guess this one is more mature. Let's click on that and hit get. Hit install. And that's it. We now have a terminal. Let's hit launch. And as you can see, now we have a window that looks pretty much as PowerShell, but in black, which we can change by the way, and it looks like it's a tab, and that's exactly the whole idea here. You can pretty much customize everything here, and let's just make it a full window, because we don't need anything else anymore. And there are quite a lot of things to do here that are very comfortable, and let's see. So let's hit here, and as you can see, we can open a new tab of a PowerShell, of CMD or Azure Cloud Shell. And if you install some other shells, for example Ubuntu or some other Linux shell, you'll have it here as well. And as I said, everything is customizable. You can change the orders, you can do pretty much anything you like. I will not go through all the configurations and all the things that you can do, but you can customize a lot of things. What I just want to show, if we'll hit here plus, it should open PowerShell, the default one basically. And as you can see, it opened another tab. And that's kind of convenient. Everything is in the same window, so you don't have to search which one was it or something. You just go through them. So that's quite convenient that everything is here. Let's open a CMD as well. And one thing that I really don't like in this version for some reason, that they're all looking the same. And you know what? Though I did say that we won't do any customizations here, let's do it. So we are going here, we're going to settings, and it's a JSON file. And yeah, that's kind of inconvenient for me and probably for many other people as well. But as you can see, there are lots of options here, some profiles and things like that. And I would assume that they would have some more color profiles, but it seems like they removed it in this version. That's kind of, I don't know, weird. Okay, so the settings are, well, they're not limited or anything, but they kind of removed some color profiles which I don't like. But okay, let's do it like this. Let's close this up and let's see what we can do here. So let's select cross-platform and hit the left click on our mouse. And again, and as you can see, I copied and pasted it in no time. That will work both for PowerShell and for pretty much anything that you'll open here. As you can see, it doesn't matter. And I think if I'll go here, yeah. So you can copy from one window to another. That's kind of pretty much obvious. Now let's do something like that. Oops, sorry. Let's clear the window and let's try ls, for example. Just randomly wherever we are. And as you can see, it gives us a list, well, pretty much the regular commands. Everything is regular here. Nothing is new in terms of our terminal or commands or anything. But let's say that this list was very long and I want to find, let's say, a folder named music or just the word music. I can hit Ctrl-Shift-F and as you can see here, it will show us a find option and we'll hit here music and hit enter, and as you can see it will mark the music. So that's kind of nice. You can search through everything you wrote before. If you need to find something that you already forgot, what was it? I don't know, for example, some IP resolving or something, it will be very easy to find instead of writing again the command and getting that output again or something. Obviously, as long as it's somewhere at the top, because I guess if I'll do CLS here again and then try again to find music, it will not find it. So obviously don't overuse CLS like I usually actually do. I'll have to stop that, and that will work pretty nice. Now, remember how I said that you don't need now to search a window, so let's go to our CMD and let's ping Google's 8.8.8.8 and -t, so it will go forever. Now, let's say that for some reason I want to simultaneously ping 8.8.4.4, which is also Google's DNS. So what we can do here, we can hit Alt-Shift-D. And as you can see, now we have a split window and we can write ping 8.8.4.4 -t again. And currently we can see both of them simultaneously. That's kind of nice if you have multiple things that you want to monitor or do something, it will work simultaneously. And by the way, for some reason, as you can see, I have not so stable pings for 8.8.4.4. I have no idea why, but whatever. And I can continue with Alt-Shift-D and open another one, and another one, and another one, and continue. And we can also, I guess, close them with Alt-Shift-W, with Control-Shift-W. Yeah. And if that's not enough, we can also hit Alt-Shift+. And this thing will open a default split window, which currently is set to PowerShell. And as I said, we can customize that as well, but that's quite nice. Whenever you need PowerShell inside the thing, you can hit Alt-Shift+ and it will open a split window for PowerShell. And for now, let's close it with Control-Shift-W. And that's pretty much it. We can just go between our tabs. Now I guess we can create a shortcut to go between those tabs. I didn't find a shortcut that will work. Let's go for a moment to the settings again and search for it. Okay, so we have here copy and select. So whenever you select some text, it will automatically copy. We can change it to true and that will do that. And we can also copy in formatting, which pretty much will copy probably colors and everything, I guess. And pretty much here we can add the color schemes and even key binding settings, as you can see. So there's a documentation that you can pretty much check. Currently it was, as I see, removed from this settings file, but you know what, I think we can hit Alt, like it says here, while clicking on settings to view the default settings, I think. Let's try that. So let's hit Alt and settings, and we'll be greeted with, yeah, the defaults JSON. And as you can see here, we do have some profiles. Oh, and that's kind of nice. So we can take the PowerShell, for example, and change it. We have some other settings here. Again, we have copy formatting and copy and select. You can even disable the tabs if you want. And we can edit pretty much the color schemes as well. So we have something called compel. We have compel PowerShell, vintage, 1/2 dark, 1/2 light, solarized dark, solarized light. Oh, that seems that there are quite a lot actually. And we have some key bindings, which should be quite nice. Okay, so yeah, we do have here a lot of stuff. There are lots of things that you can actually customize. Sadly, the customization is via JSON, which isn't that comfortable, but if you don't mess too much with it, it should work just fine. You know what? Let's try to copy the defaults into our settings. Just overwrite anything. So we'll hit settings, but before that we'll hold Alt. This will open all the defaults. We'll hit Ctrl-A, Ctrl-C, close it, go to settings again without the Alt, Ctrl-A, Ctrl-V, and save it. Let's see what happens. And now let's go to Windows PowerShell, and yeah, it's still the same thing. But now if we'll go to settings again, and I guess if we'll go to Campbell and change it to PowerShell, let's find that. Here it is, it was with space, and go again here, and change this one to this, and hit Ctrl S, and immediately it is saved. So yeah, that's how it works. And as you can see, now PowerShell is looking like this, and CMD still looks like this. So that's quite what I was searching for, a regular call scheme for PowerShell. Guys, keep in mind that after changing the settings that we did, and overwrite it with the default ones, the key bindings are all pretty much changed. So basically we do have Ctrl-Shift-F, but remember I said Alt-Shift-D, so it's Ctrl-Shift-D now, and there are others, so you can pretty much add here and customize everything as you like, as I said, but keep in mind that things change. So if we'll go here and press now Ctrl-Shift-D, we should get a new tab instead of a split one. And if we want to create a new sort of split window, first of all we can close one with Ctrl-Shift-W as it was. So Alt-Shift-, it's kind of confusing here, will create a horizontal one, and Alt-Shift+ will create a vertical one. Well, that's kinda nice, but kind of weird. So we can edit that again, as I said, but that's pretty much how it works right now. And Alt-Shift+ will create this, and Alt-Shift-, yeah. So that's kind of different how it worked before, but as you can see, again, there's everything to change there, and it's kind of inconvenient that it's a JSON file, seriously. I hope that Microsoft will add some tweaks to that, and they will make a GUI for all those settings, because it's really annoying here, and as you can see by default, the settings weren't there, basically. Thank you for watching this DimusTech episode. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button and hit the bell so you won't miss any future video. And I'll see you on the next one.